Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie Rebecca, in case you didn't know that already, and this is Dear Future Me, a series that I unintentionally started a few years ago, where every year on my birthday I write a letter to be delivered to my inbox the following birthday. And then I started reading them out online for the internet. So this in my hands is the letter from 26-year-old me on my birthday in November 2022 to 27-year-old me, November 2023. Let's find out what 26-year-old me had to say. Dear future me, happy 27th birthday! You made it! Despite your optimism, it turns out that 2022 still wasn't anyone's year. Nothing quite went to plan, again. I've lost track of how many new variants of COVID have emerged over the last 12 months, and don't get me started on all the other things that have crept out of the woodwork. Thankfully, we never landed in lockdown 4.0, 5.0 or 6.0. The optimist in me was right in that respect. Things are pretty much back to normal now, and we can actually see friends without having to sit 2 meters apart. You've had some adventures this year, not necessarily the adventures you were originally planning, but adventures all the same. You've tackled motorways, unfamiliar roads and Welsh mountain passes this year, the furthest you've ever driven, all with Kay by your side. 20-something years of friendship and hopefully many more to come. The D&D adventures have been pretty fun too. Hopefully you've actually played at least one game in person by now, maybe even had a go at being DM. As predicted, you still feel more at home in a theatre than anywhere else. 3 shows within the first 2 months and a few more throughout the year. As I write this, you've got a couple of shows booked and are hoping to book more from the ever-growing list. Travelling down to London at the moment is a bit of a nightmare, thanks train strikes, so no confirmed trips yet. Every year I write something about not worrying if you haven't figured out your life plan yet. This year is no different. And every year so far the answer has been the same. Yes, I am still working the same job that was only meant to be temporary, and no, I'm not on the stage or working backstage yet. And no, I haven't decided that there is something else I want to do more. Your major goal for 2022 was to find a new job with better pay and a shorter commute. You started looking, but imposter syndrome kicked in and you decided you weren't qualified for anything. The 2022 goal has become the 2023 goal. You're capable of a lot more than you think, you just might not have the formal qualification. Take a leap of faith and apply for jobs that you like the sound of and that you think you could do. You never know, someone might just take a chance on you. I say this every year as well. Don't worry if life hasn't panned out the way you thought it would. Everything happens for a reason and things will work themselves out eventually. Continue to save for your dream house. Hopefully a new job will put you in a better position to get a decent mortgage. You know what you want and what you don't want in a house, and you will find it one day. Keep dreaming of your personal library and craft room. Not sure where guests will sleep, but at least your books won't all be in random boxes. The more you think about it, the more your vague geographic location makes sense. You felt more alive in the 4 days you've just spent there than you have in months. The opportunities that exist there, the theatre, the public transport, the job opportunities, the easy access to shops and the beach. Oh, the beach. But yes, the major downside still stands. It's so far away from the only place you've ever called home. But life is for adventures. You can do it. Formal education journey is well and truly over for the time being. We'll check in again in a couple of years and see where we are with that. Keep reminding yourself that life and success are possible without education. I said this last year and I'm saying it again now. Look after your mental health. The last few years have taken their toll on a lot of things and you shouldn't be afraid to talk to someone about it. Do it. Do it for future you. Self-care, as ever, is even more important now than ever. Make time for yourself this year. And yes, trips to IKEA do count as self-care. You finally bought the extra shelves you needed, but even they don't give you enough space for all your books. Maybe another set of bookshelves is on the agenda this year. Keep fighting for what you believe in. Zero waste, vaccines, everything. It's been over a year since your 3rd dose of the COVID vaccine, and guess what? Still no 5G. I say something along these lines every year. Don't worry if you haven't found the one yet. Maybe you've come to accept that you don't need the one to feel whole. Maybe you don't quite know who the one is yet. you've still got time to figure things out. It's highly unlikely that you've taken part in NaNoWriMo this year. You haven't for the last who knows how many years. But if by some small miracle you have decided to participate this year, I hope it's going well, what with 8 days left to go. Look after yourself, make this year a good one, make sure to keep hold of those who are important to you and release yourself from any unnecessary baggage. Life can be beautiful. Sincerely, me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you back here next year for more Dear Future Me.